So it seems to me that a lot of you guys like to use the Scout, the SSG-08. This gun is a very interesting weapon to use, and it's just very unique in the playstyle that you can use with it. And today we're going to talk about the strengths of the Scout, the weaknesses of the Scouts, when you should be buying it, and just in general an overall guide explaining to you how you're going to find success using this and how it can be used most effectively. So, I mean, guys, all of you are leaving comments below telling me to cover this weapon, so I had to do it. So if you guys wanted me to cover a certain weapon or a certain map or anything, guys, leave a comment below suggesting what type of video I should make, and I will get to that. You guys have been killing it with the support recently, and check out all of my other guides on all these weapons, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to play, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to be the best players that you possibly can be. So let's get right into it. This SSG-08, what a unique weapon, what an absolute beast of a gun. This thing is, you know, the Scout is the Op's little brother, right? It's not as powerful as the Op, as many of you know, and if you watched my video, the Op is an absolute menace. It is a one-shot, one-kill weapon, but with the Scout, honestly, it's a much higher skilled weapon, right? The Scout costs $1,700 compared to the Op's $4,700. That is $3,000 cheaper, guys. The Scout is very cheap, and honestly, if you want to look at it, it's literally just a budget op. It's literally a budget op. The main difference in the Scout versus the Op is when you're using the Scout, you're gonna have to hit the other team twice. You're gonna have to hit the enemy twice in the body or legs, whatever, anywhere on the body other than the head, in order to kill them, right? If you want to do over 100 damage to the other person, it's gonna have to be in 2 shots, right? So because of this weakness of the gun, and because of how, you know, you have to actually hit them twice instead of one with the Op, it makes it so that it's much harder to actually secure a kill. And if you're going up in a head-to-head against an Opper or, you know, a really good rifler, it's gonna make it difficult because they might just absolutely kill you before you can shoot them. So why do I say it's so high skilled though? Because of that aspect, but also, guys, because the Scout is a one-shot hit to the head, right? So this one-shot hit to the head makes it so that the weapon is absolutely lethal if you are a good aimer. So, you know, take Dust 2 for example. If they're crossing mid doors, you can shoot them through the wall in the head and you'll just kill them, right? So you'll see a lot of players that are extremely talented with the Scout, they are constantly aiming for the head. With the Op, you want to aim for the body, but when you're using the Scout, guys, it is so important you take that little extra time to line up that headshot. You need the headshot if you want to change the round, right? So when we're going anywhere here, we're scoping in and we're trying to hit their head. We're always trying to hit their head, and if we miss, hopefully we can miss lower and hit their body. But that headshot is going to turn your Scout essentially into an Op, so your aim is very important when using this gun, right? Now, if you want to use this gun effectively, also one thing you have to realize is it is so fast. You have an extremely fast mobility speed when using this, especially when you're scoped in. So when you're using the Scout, it's okay to stay scoped in and run around and scope in everywhere, because look how fast we're zooming around. When you have the Op, it's like you're walking around like this. Like this is, we're actually moving faster walking with the Scout than we are running with the Op. So just keep that in mind. When you have the Scout, it's so fast, it's so quick. So the way we do this is we be extremely annoying. So when we're fighting angles, you know, we're constantly going back and forth, right? We're constantly jiggle peeking with the scope and then punishing them as we do this. It means we're in pit here and we're running around, right? We're running and then stopping. Always stop right before you shoot so you cancel your momentum and can be accurate. But don't be afraid to be, you know, active and doing this. One strategy players always use on Dust 2 is when they see an Opper posted doors right there and they have the Scout, they just run across like this and then stop and shoot after the door, right? So they stop and shoot. They see where they are, so I'll slow it down for you guys. They're running across, imagine I'm running, they see where the Opper is, say he's right there. So they're running across, they see he's there, and then they shoot through the door, like wall banging him, right? And because of how fast the Scout is, you can do little gimmick plays like this. So, you know, really fast, moving around. It's just absolutely insane to use it like this, and it's so annoying. If you're going against a player that's good with the Scout, it is so annoying. Now, if you don't want to use it as, you know, fast movement, if you don't want to do that, you also can just post on angles. Like a common Op angle is right here, and that's perfectly fine. We can post on it with a Scout too. We see him come out, boom, shoot, and then with the Scout, you can kind of repeat a lot more with the Op, and you kind of have to, because when you have this gun, obviously it's not as good as the Op, so you need to make sure they are at a long range, right? I'll tell you guys, one of the worst things you can do when you have the scout is letting people get close to you. With the op, it kind of turns into a shotgun where you can no scope them, and you can still one shot them right point blank. But guys, when you have the scout, you absolutely cannot let the enemy get close to you. It's gonna end up bad for you 90% of the time. You might get lucky and no scope him in the head, but it's gonna end bad. So when you have the scout, I actually think you should re-peek and be really annoying to these players as they're coming through, and keep your distance from them. And guys, on the other hand of that, if you're ever playing against a player that has a scout, get close range on them, get SMGs and run at them, get close at them, flash them off, make them uncomfortable, because if there's long range distance, that scout is absolutely insane, right? So when we're taking angles with the scout, keep your distance, make it as long ranged as you possibly can, because it is not a shotgun like this thing. You cannot just sit close to doors and shotgun off people. You can't do that. You really need that space so that you can keep jiggling and re-peeking and doing your thing, right? But at the end of the day, guys, this gun is $1,700. It's not supposed to be the most overpowered weapon in the game, but it's surprisingly good. It is absolutely insane. And back in the day, it used to be even better. Back in the day, you used to be able to jump scout very easily, and you still can pretty accurately. See, like that. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. I'm not very good at it, so I'm not, you can look up tutorials on how to do it, but there's actually a way to still accurately jump scout, right? So when you jump at the very peak of your apex, you can still kind of shoot accurately, right? So when I say the peak of the apex, you're gonna see the scope unblur for like a millisecond, right? It unblurs a little bit. And if you time this right, and see, I'm not very good at it, but if you time that right, you can actually still jump scout, and there's still people that do it, and it's just insane. Like, credit to them. I'm an opper, man. I'm really good with the op, and I know all that, but I'm not very advanced with the scout. So honestly too, like, you see a lot of riflers actually using the scout too because of how effective it can be. And if you have really good aim, man, that headshot is so rewarding. It really is. So keep that in mind. And guys, with the scout, you have pretty much unlimited ammo. You can literally spam it as much as you want, and you're never going to run out of ammo. If you run out of ammo with the scout in a round, you're doing something wrong. That might be impossible. It literally might be impossible to run out of ammo with the scout in a round. I don't know. Somebody go try that out and show me if that's possible, because that's just absolutely insane. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it for the scout. It's an absolute menace. It's absolute beast. Like I said, let me know what weapon you want to see me cover next, and who knows, I might do it. So with that being said, check out all my other videos. I've covered a lot of good stuff, and I'm teaching you how to properly play this game. So I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. I've been posting videos every single day in 2023. So the grind is real, and we're not going to stop until the year is over. So keep it up, boys and girls. Keep grinding, keep playing, keep doing your best, and I'm gonna be here supporting you, coaching you, teaching you how to optimize your game, how to play the best. And as CS2 comes, we're gonna be pumping out CS2 content too. So catch me live on twitch.tv/CoJoMoCS. I will be live as much as I can. I try to every day, but we'll see. So catch me out there and ask me some questions live.